I get super frustrated. They pull the bait and switch on you and say, well, it's not actually free shipping. Leaks, black, ooze. It's so confusing, it's soap, it's just soap. I'm gonna make my own Sasquatch soap right now. We need oats, we got oats. This is looking like a really good soap. This is a bar soap from a brand called Dr. Squatch, and today we're gonna review it, but I'll also tell you why acquiring this brick of saponified oil was one of the most comically annoying ordering procedures I've had in quite some time. Let's get undone. Gerald Undone. He's crazy. What's happening, everybody? I'm Gerald Undone, and I have the high ground. So lately, I've been taking a closer look at the brands that frequently show up as YouTube sponsors with an emphasis on the products that I personally have never tried, which is what brought me to Dr. Squatch. I've seen a bunch of ads for their soaps, often with funny integrations on YouTube videos, but I've never actually tried any of them. So I figured I'd jump on their website and order one for myself. And as a Canadian, apparently, that was mistake number one. For clarity and disclosure, this video is in no way sponsored by Dr. Squatch. I've never had any financial dealings with them outside of purchasing their products at retail price for the purpose of this review. Now you'll notice right along the top here, on the Canadian version, it says free shipping on all orders over $75 plus. That's important because I'm gonna complain about that a lot. So they offer a lot of products other than soap, which I didn't know until I actually came to the website. And so originally I was gonna order a bundle of a bunch of different products to try and test them all out. I was gonna get something like one of these ones here. I think this one, the Suave bundle. Check out these prices. This is the discounted rate. So like the Suave, for example, is apparently $100 worth of products down to $76. And I chose that one because the free shipping notification said $75 plus. So then, all right, well, get this package, I'll do free shipping. So that didn't work. And I'll get to that in just 1 second here. But first, I wanted to tell you about this soap saver because so it's under a category called shower boosters. This one just starts to get kind of ridiculous with the branding. And now when you go into shower boosters, you've got so many products that are ridiculously priced for what they claim to be. The soap saver is the one that comes in all the combos. They make it seem like you need this in order to use the soap. Extend your soap's life with this handmade cedar block that reduces soap scum. 20 bucks. It's 20 bucks for a little piece of wood that you put your soap on so it doesn't melt away faster, and you want to get that, I guess, because the soap is expensive and you don't want to lose your soap in 2 showers, so you better get the soap saver. We also got the soap gripper for $11 for a Squatch-like grip on your body. Like, come on, it's like a rubbery band or something you put around the soap so you don't drop it. A travel bag, if you want hit the road with your soap in our brand new canvas travel bag. $13 for just a little satchel for your soap. I do have to say though, there's something about this logo, this mascot, this pipe smoking Sasquatch in the smoking jacket that kind of creeps me out. I don't know what it is, but his expression makes me uncomfortable, and it doesn't make me feel confident. This is just personally me in purchasing from a brand with this logo. There's something about it that just makes me feel uneasy. I get they're trying to be fun with it, but it's like, I feel like I'm buying some from like a Simpsons character, so it feels weird to me. Anyway, getting back to the problem at hand. At the top, you can see free shipping on all orders over $75. And if I were to walk you through my issue, let's see if I can just do a mock order here at 123 Fake Street, Nowhere, Ontario, V2. That seems like a real postal code. So it calculates the shipping, sending it to Canada. Even though I put in a fake address, there's something else for you too. And it says priority mail, $20, shipping $20. That's not free. Last time I checked, $20 is not free. And so the total now with all this in taxes comes to $105.88 for a combo of smelly shower products, which is way too much, in my opinion, to be spending on this. So of course, I pressed this little button down here and started myself a chat with the support team to see what was going on. They said shipping to Canada is done primarily through Canada Post, and an international processing fee is included in the shipping line item. The issue is that we place this information in the shipping section. I think the issue is that you have a banner when you go to the Canadian website that says free shipping over $75. Anyway, one of the other suggestions that they offered, which is what I'm talking about here, was, well, you can just go buy it on Amazon. Not only is there way fewer items on the Amazon, they only have the soaps from what I could see, but they were like twice as much money. I think the soaps were listed for like $16 each instead of $9. But I know what you're thinking. The $9 plus the $20 complaint I made, well, who's gonna buy just one bar of soap if it costs $20 to ship? You're probably thinking there's bulk discounts with the soap, right? Oh, there's bulk discounts, all right. Let me show you how good the bulk discounts are. By the way, I hate so much about this. Crypto Cleanse is one of the new scents or whatever. Stop trying to cash in on everything. There's like some Star Wars advertisement at the top and now Crypto Cleanse. Look at this nonsense. limited edition crypto cleanse plus NFT sweepstakes. Go in on a verified clean and you could win 500. It's so confusing. It's soap. It's just soap. So here, let's have a look at the bulk discounts here. So yeah, 1 bar soap, $9 each. But if you're gonna pay $20 shipping, you should get more than one, right? But if you get 2 bars, they're $9 each. But if you get 3 bars, they're $9 each. So I guess that's the best deal. But if you subscribe, you save $1 a bar. That's how they get you. You gotta get on that soap subscription. What are we talking? This is soap. This is soap. You need a soap subscription so you can save $1 a bar. Make sure that you get that NFT, sweepstakes, crypto cleanse, soap, limited edition subscription, $500 Squatch NFT. What are we talking about? It's soap. My God. And then you do all this and then they forget that what free shipping means. But don't worry, your DDP on your FCC with your DDD down with you know me. Anyway, enough maniacal ranting. Why don't we actually unbox one of these soaps and take a look at it. Let's do the pine tar. It's smaller than I expected for an $18 bar of soap. I gotta tell you, here's my hand for scale. Not even in the shot. So it comes in a cardboard box. This is a funny one though. If you wanted, I could make a comment like, I like that they're using, recyclable materials, except for when I ordered from Amazon, each one of these soaps was an individual plastic bag inside of another piece of package, inside of another, so there's plastic and everything used in the shipping anyway, probably to stop the smells from cross-contaminating because these things are strong. Very strong smell, even from here. They're like kind of making my eyes water a little bit. On the side here, they've got instructions in case you're new to soap. It says, lather it up, scrub yourself, and rinse and repeat. So, they got all the bases covered there. So when we open it up, we can see a little bit of staining on the box here, which suggests that it's sort of a raw soap, which is what you'd want, I guess, if you're paying for natural prices. I don't know if you know how soap was made. Maybe you didn't see Fight Club.
What is this? This is a chemical burn.
But basically you take a fat or an oil and then you alkalize it in a way in a process called saponification, which uses lye, and you change the pH balance.
What are you even talking about?
These ones are using like cold pressed oils, coconut oil, olive oil, stuff like that. It's not too unlike holding a brick of wax for skating, if you've ever tried to, wax up a rail or something. Kind of reminds me of that. Very, 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 very strong smell. I can't emphasize that enough.
Stinky!
But the only way to really test this is to jump in the shower and give it a whirl. Now, in my previous video in this series discussing Audible, several of you commented that you'd be interested to know more about what the business side of things is like when it comes to working with these sponsors. But what you might not know is that often YouTubers don't deal with these brands directly, but instead negotiate through an intermediary. Maybe the company is using an agent, or maybe you're using an agent, or maybe they're both using agents and they're arguing with each other. So why don't I give my agent, Dave, a call and see if he has any insights to share with you about working with Dr. Squatch while I go shower and test out these soaps.
So wait, this whole video is about soap? Doesn't he do tech videos?
Hey Gerald, what's up?
Hey, Dave. So I'm shooting that Dr. Squatch video right now, and I was hoping that maybe you could tell my audience a little bit about the business side of working with Dr. Squatch.
Yeah, okay, I'm on it. I need the set.
Every time.
So, Dr. Squatch. I have not done a lot with them, honestly. They're not a great fit for most of the creators that we work with, but I can speak to the agency they use, Veritone One. Veritone One is the agency of record for Dr. Squatch and a handful of the other sponsors that you find around YouTube, meaning that they actually represent those brands. They're not just some skeezy middleman trying to fleece creators. I gotta be honest though, I don't like agencies. I'm not a fan. I find them to be friction generation machines that are mostly unnecessary and cumbersome. That said, there is one and only one exception to my no agencies rule, and that is Veritone One. I've worked with them for years on a bunch of sponsors. They are nice people, they've been around for a while, they have a great reputation, and they've got a pretty good stable of brands that they represent. They are an agency though, so you're not gonna get performance data. That's just how that works. Means that if you want to know how the last spot did or how much you should get paid for the next one, you're kind of on your own in the negotiation unless you're getting sponsor data from the other folks that you work with, in which case you can kind of use that to triangulate in on the right answer. As for the product itself, I don't know. I mean, it's soap.
Okay, so had a shower, washed my body anyway, I didn't bother with my hair. Continuity for the video, right? I have some thoughts on the soap. So it's fine, it's good. I mean, it's got a nice, strong smell. I mean, whether you like the smell or not, that's up to you, but they have plenty of scents. I'm sure you can find one that you like the smell of. It lathers up quite effectively, and it definitely functions as soap. It also does this thing where as you start working with it, the little bits and grits that are inside of it, they start to sort of show now that the outer layer of soap is melted away. And so you start to feel kind of like a sandy grittiness. I don't know if that's a good thing as far as how much you should be exfoliating with sand or not, but yeah, you can feel it and it's kind of fun, I guess. And yeah, it's very fragrant. It leaks whatever color the soap is. And in this case, because it's so dark, it had this black ooze kind of dripping out of the soap bar and working its way down to the drain. So you're left with this black trail of soap residue. In fact, I even put it on this plate so that it won't leak its black residue all over my nice table. So, I mean, yeah, it's soap, you know, it lathers up and it works reasonably well, but I'm having a hard time seeing past the price tag on soaps like these, especially considering you hear more and more dermatological advice and testimonials suggesting that we should be using less soap in our shower routines and letting our skin do its thing naturally, not spending $50 or $100 on these aggressively marketed man scents. Speaking of that, what the hell is in this soap anyway that makes it cost so much? Okay, ingredients. Wait, why does it cost so much for just oatmeal, sand, and charcoal? Okay, wait, there's more ingredients. Let's see here. Olive oil, sea salt. Am I still on a soap website? You got me making a savory granola over here. If the secret all along was just to wash your body with oatmeal and sand, I can arrange for that for a lot less than what they're charging. In fact, I'm gonna make my own Sasquatch soap right now. All right, so I'm following the recipe right here. We need oats. We got oats. We need sand. Got sand. We need olive oil. Okay. Who knew soap was so easy? Sea salt, right? Yep, sea salt. That's about right. To give it that manly scent, we've got some pine needles. Let's pour those in there. And we can use this one for garnish afterwards if we want. Let's get that going. This is looking like a really good soap. I don't know if it's worth $9, but it's pretty good. There. You want sand soap? I gave you sand soap. I even added some pine needles and some sticks and twigs and stuff to give it that woodsy smell that apparently men want. I call it Professor Yeti. And it'll only ever cost half as much as whatever Dr. Squatch is charging. And if I advertise free shipping, you'll get free shipping and I won't actually charge you $20. And that's the Professor Yeti guarantee. All right, I'm done.